feel so weird. The camera just in my face.
It's all good, don't worry. What's your name?
I'm Naomi McKellar.
Naomi. And how old are you?
I'm 28.
28, okay.
And how
Ash.
This is her son with his little afro. He's 4. Okay.
Talking to me.
Right, so your hair, from the beginning, from the beginning, have you always been natural? You're natural right now?
Yes.
This is not your natural hair.
This is not my hair.
What is this that you've got in your hair at the moment?
This is Mongolian, kinky, curly, Afro-textured hair. It's like the kinkiest hair that I could find because my hair is quite kinky.
So you've got is it a weave?
It's a weave.
So you've got a weave that matches your natural hair texture, which is excellent at the moment. Right, but underneath as well, obviously you're all natural, you've got quite long natural hair.
Yeah.
So has it always been natural?
No, I had my hair relaxed the first time I was, when I was 9.
When you was 9?
And, when I was like 9 and a half, my nan was like, no, it's damaged, you have to have it cut all off. And I had my hair cut off like this.
Wow, so when you was 9, just for 6 months, it damaged your hair to the point where you had to...
I don't, you know what, my mum relaxed it because, I don't know, maybe it was just, my mum's hair is a lot different from mine and my son's. My mum's hair is very straight and it's nothing at all like mine. So she didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And she never really used to, like, she doesn't know how to play around or do anything like that. So
yeah.
It's kind of like to make it easier for her to style. Because I remember when I was maybe my son's age 4, my mum would be hot combing my hair and giving me a bang to go to school with because she only knows how to deal with
straight hair.
So it's kind of like, okay.
So at age 4, she was already hot combing the hair.
Well, maybe not 4.
I've done it again.
Alright, maybe like 8.
Okay.
8, 7, 8.
Alright, and then by 9 you relaxed it.
And then by 9 and maybe not even 9 and a half, my nan cut it all off.
And you started again.
To school with a boy haircut. So mortified.
Oh.
But I got over it and it grew back. It always does.
So it grew back naturally.
Yeah.
And then from then, how was it natural for how long after that? What did you do after that?
I think I relaxed it when I was in maybe 8 or 9, and I relaxed it again.
So how old was she then?
13, 14.
Yeah.
And then from then till 25.
You was relaxed.
Yeah.
So that's about...
Actually, no, I had a break when I was 19 and I cut my hair off again, but I put a texturizer in it.
Okay, so for around 10 years you was relaxing it, you texturized it, and how was that whole experience like? Did you experience breakaging? Did the hair break or anything like that?
Well, I had good and bad experiences with relaxer. I'm very lazy with my hair because I just don't want to do it all the time. It just takes a lot of work, and I went natural when I was 19, and I put a texturizer in it to grow it out, like, you know, the awkward short staying.
Yeah.
I thought, oh no, I can't have it looking like nappy or anything.
Yeah.
I can't have it too short and looking a bit odd. So yeah, I had a texturizer and I dyed it like a kind of a reddish kind of almond colour. And it was nice for a little while, and then I went natural and I just wore weaves. That's what you do when you grow out the hair. You're black, you wear a weave and you grow it to a length that you're comfortable with.
Okay.
And then you take out the weave. And I just remember going to the hairdressers to get my weaves done, and the woman be like, do you need a relaxer? I'm like, I don't want a relaxer. I don't want it. She's like, your hair is so thick, and that's the thing that I always get with my hair. My hair is very dense.
Yeah.
And very curly, very, very kinky. So you can't comb it. I don't comb my hair every week. I comb my hair when I wash it.
Yeah.
I only wash my hair.
Okay, before we get to your natural hair routine, so your hairdresser was trying to get you, when you initially went back to...
It wasn't my hairdresser, it was just...
A hairdresser.
Crown and Glory. No Crown and Glory in Streatham.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like whoever you get, kind of whoever's there.
Yeah.
And she was just like, oh, your hair is so thick. And I was like, yeah, okay. It's like, you want me to relax it? It's like, no. But then I went to a different hairdresser when I started working there.
Yeah.
They wanted me to do some modelling at the time. And they were like, if you want me to do a weave for you, we're gonna have to relax your hair. And I was like, I don't want to. It was like, no, you can. It will look good. We'll take care of it. Because I was more concerned about my hair not being taken care of.
Yeah.
Than whether or not it was relaxed or like relaxed.
Natural. You just wanted healthy hair.
Exactly. So I was just like, okay, whatever it is that you're gonna do, as long as you do it well and it's okay.
Yeah.
So they put a relaxer in it, and it looks really nice. I looks like my mother's child.
You look the same as her in that sense, yeah, because she's got straight hair.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, yeah, I look like my mother's child now. And after a while, it was because I was working in a hairdresser, so I had my hair done all the time. So even when I had my hair without weave, it was still straight, absolutely bone straight. I've never seen my hair that straight ever.
But because it was a hairdresser, they were able to do it professionally and keep it up.
Keep it up, and then it just was growing and growing, and I stopped going, and I stopped working there.
Yeah.
And it was just, it took about a week before it just broke all off, and I was like, okay.
You see, I find that's an issue. When you've got money to go to the hairdressers and maintain a relaxer, your hair will respond well.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the money and you have to look after it yourself, that's when the issues will occur. So how old was you when all of that was happening?
This was probably 21 now. I was 21, 22.
And then it all broke off.
And when I was 22, I got pregnant with my son. And I remember when I was pregnant with my son, people were like, you shouldn't relax your hair when you're pregnant. And I'm like, no, I have to get my relaxer, you know, I'm not letting no one, I can't be walking around looking raggedy, like, I have to get my hair relaxed. And after I had my son, like, obviously when you're pregnant, your hair grows a lot faster than when you're not pregnant. So it was just after I had him, I was 23, and my hair was like nice and long.
Natural?
No, not relaxed. It was long and relaxed.
Okay.
And after about 2-3 months of, you know, that your hair kind of falls out after pregnancy, and it was just
yeah.
And I remember having this piece here, doing my weave. When I used to do weaves, I used to leave like the whole top bit out, and I used to have it all like housed over and all of that extra stuff, because I wanted it to look like I had extensions and not like a full weave. You know, you have a full bang, or I just wanted it to look like it was my own hair, so there was a lot of it left out.
Yeah.
And when my hair broke off after pregnancy, my hair was so thin, and I couldn't leave it all out because it just would look odd.
Yeah.
It just looked bad. So I saw myself in a couple of pictures and I was like, nah, this is not a good look.
So what did you do?
I was like, I need to cut my hair off, because I've cut my hair off quite a few times.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to cut it off. It doesn't look right. So I just got the scissors and started cutting it off, and I started watching lots of natural hair videos on YouTube. And I don't even know what my natural hair texture is. Like, I don't remember it. I remember that I liked it. I never really had a problem with my hair. It's very big, and my sister's always been natural.
Okay.
She's got lots of hair, but her hair's closer to my mum's than to mine.
The texture is a bit looser, curl pattern.
Yeah, so she's got lots of beautiful hair. So I was like, okay, well maybe I should try this natural thing and see how it goes. So I was at Hillcroft College, where they let you live, and I was living there with my 18-month-old son. And I just was in the room one day, and I just like decided to cut it off. I just chopped it off. But the thing is, when I say I chopped it off, I can do hair myself.
Yeah.
So I chopped it off, but I had enough to braid.
Okay.
So when I chopped it off, I wore it gone for a good couple of weeks, and then I was like, I don't want to have no hair. I want to have some hair. I'm comfortable with hair.
Yeah.
And I just did like kinky twists and kinky twists for a long time. And once it got to a certain length, I started to notice that the kinky twists were causing breakage because my hair was all out. And then I started doing weaves, and then from weaves for the first year, I left it out now and again, but when my hair was like, I was always trying to stretch it. I need to stretch it. It needs to look bigger. I want it to look bigger. It's kind of my hair's
There's an obsession with length.
straight. It's not even length. It's size. I want it to be huge. I want it to be big.
Okay.
I'm not really fussed about how long it is because my hair never goes straight. When in its natural state, it never goes straight.
Yeah.
How much heat I use, it doesn't matter if I use like the little that you got the straightening systems that you can reverse it back to.
Yeah. It won't straighten.
It will straighten, but it just doesn't behave like my relaxed hair used to behave. My relaxed hair used to move and used to do all of that stuff, like my yaki weave, but now it kind of just, and it's kind of, it's like straight, but it's like an afro.
And I think, is that not a clue that it's not meant to be straightened? Do you see what I'm saying? If it would respond properly.
My sister's hair responds, and her hair's afro also.
But what does she do to her hair to make it straight?
Well, if she straightens it once,
She's got a looser curl pattern, and then it reverts back to how it was before.
Yeah,
because I read something that if you keep straightening it, one day it might not just go back to how it was. You see what I'm saying? Then you have to start all over again. So since then, since around 25, 26, when you went back to natural, you haven't relaxed it again. You haven't texturized it again. You've had quite a journey with relaxers, texturizers, weaves.
Yeah.
You've done everything basically.
Yeah. I like to change my hair up. I like to feel that I can. I'm not a person that will feel a way about cutting my hair off because it is here and it always grows back anyway.
Right now, how long is it? Your own natural hair, how long is it?
Well, it's kind of like right here now.
So you've got natural hair that's down there.
No, but this is a lot longer than my own natural hair. This is. It's shrinky like my own hair, but when you stretch it, you do realise that
it's longer. That's your own hair at the top. So you can see that she's got a very long natural hair of her own.
It's not very long, but it's just long.
That is long. You should see my hair. That is bloody long, right? But you've got that long hair, but at the same time, you still feel like you need to put on some form of weave.
I don't feel the need to. It's just that in the morning, when you have your own, like natural hair, my hair, it does a lot. It takes a lot of maintenance, and I don't necessarily always want to wake up and with the hair. And usually it just ends up in a puff.
Yeah, because
that's easy. I do.
Yeah.
Puff and go, and I'm just like, I want something different, and I want my hair to.
Okay, so you've already given me two reasons. It takes time that sometimes you don't want to do, and you want versatility. You want to try different styles or whatever.
And sometimes I want my hair to be big, and I don't want it to be big when I leave the house, and then when I get back, it's like. Because that's what it does.
It shrinks.
It shrinks really fast.
Yeah, but what about like if you twist it? If you do a twist out or
it shrinks.
It still shrinks.
Yeah. If you have really kinky hair, it doesn't matter what you do.
It will shrink. Because the thing is, I've known you for probably about a year, and I saw in the beginning that obviously, you've got really long natural hair, but then I noticed that you were still wearing like your straight weaves, especially the straight weaves. You know what I mean? Up until recently, would you still wear the straight weaves now?
Yeah.
Right, and that's what I want to get to the bottom of. Why? Do you see what I'm saying? Because you've got long natural hair of your own.
But my sister also has. My sister always has.
And you have got long natural hair of your own. I want to know why you still feel the need to wear.
It's not a need. It's just sometimes you have an afro and there's that, confidence that you have with having really big hair and walking around and, people stare. And I mean, I was in Costa just now and there were people like, and I was in Marks and Spencer's up there, turned around and the woman gasped when she saw me. She's like,
what, when you had your own natural hair?
Yeah, no, with this.
Because this obviously looks natural, so people think, wow.
Like, and it can, I feel that people are offended by natural hair.
So when you've got your own, forget these, when you've got your own, because sometimes, how often do you wear your own?
All the time, like when I take my weave out, sometimes I just, not even sometimes, I might have this in for a week and be like, I want to see.
Because you can do your own hair, you take it out. How long would you wear the weave, your own hair then, before you put in something else?
It depends. If I want to try something new, so if I wanted to say, there's a style that I want to do, I'll do the style, and then eventually it ends up back in the pub. And I'll say, okay, maybe I should do something to my hair, and like it's literally just a system where I can keep my hair in more than a couple of days.
It's easier for you. You feel like?
Well, not necessarily easier because it does take a while to put it in.
That's what I'm saying. You have to install it. I'm sure there's some process that you have to go. You have to put some oil in it or something. You have to wrap it at night.
Your hair wrap. But that's what I'm saying. I don't wrap.
You just sleep with it like that.
I put it up in a bun thingy.
Yeah, but you would do that as well. Exactly.
No,
So therefore,
my own hair. It, like what I like about my hair is when I take it out of the weave, it's really like all bunched together and it's really stretched. But then over time, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And you think, yeah, I like it like this. I like when my hair's big, and I love my hair. When I walk around with my own hair, round hair, I'm sure you can ask many people who live around here, they will know me just because of how big my hair is.
Yeah.
The big microphone. So I like my hair, but sometimes I just want to have it behave.
yeah, but you know what you're saying by saying that you want it to behave. It's like saying that your own natural hair doesn't behave.
It doesn't.
It takes time to, do you know what I mean? But shouldn't we be embracing that? It doesn't behave.
No,
Okay, sometimes it looks, it shrinks or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
The fact that it doesn't behave. I didn't like my shrinkage much when my hair was shorter. But when it's longer,
it's alright because it still looks like you've got hair. Do you see what I mean? Exactly.
But the fact is, even when it gets to a certain level, because I've trimmed it recently, and usually I put weave in after I trim my hair because I don't like to lose much. You know, when you cut it, you think, oh my god, it's shorter now. I feel a bit funny, so I put weave in to bridge that gap.
You really need a lot of hair.
I like having a lot of hair.
But when you go out with your own natural hair, you feel like people are staring at you.
I feel people stare at me with this more than with my own natural hair because it's so big.
So what about with your natural hair? Do you get, what kind of reactions do you get from men, from other women?
Why? From men? There's a difference between what I was talking about with my sister. There's a difference between the way that I am seen and the way that she is seen when we walk with the same hairstyle.
Why?
Because mine is Afro kinky. Mine is
proper.
Hers isn't. So people look at her like, and look at me like, well done you. Like,
okay, so you get rated.
The real Afro stuff.
Yeah.
She's kind of like. She's said to me that she does get a lot of funny looks from people, but then when I walk with this, I understand what she's talking about because this is slightly wavier than my own hair.
Yeah.
If I had my own, it would be more rounded. And people, I think people, as I walk past, they're looking in my head like, what is that? So why don't you just ask me? I'll tell you what I have, where I got it.
Yeah, but is that other girls as well wanting to know? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, some people, they come up and they say, what, you know, is that your hair? And I'm like, no, this is a weave. And they're like, oh, it looks really natural. And I'm like, yeah, I got it from X, Y, and Z. So,
how much is this hair?
Well, for the whole, I bought 4 bundles, it was £80.
£80?
Yeah.
And how long have you leave it in?
This is the second time I've used it.
Okay.
But I like it when it's really Afro looking. Some people might not want it when it's this
Afro-y,
yeah. So, because I had it, when you get it, it's kind of like wavy.
Because someone said that the cost of doing your own natural hair is a lot. But really, the amount of money that we spend on weaving things.
Natural hair is not expensive. That is, if that was the case, then we have children. Wouldn't we have known the expense from before?
Right. And what about your routine when you've got your own natural hair? What do you do with it?
I really don't do much. I don't wash out my conditioner. That's the most.
You leave it in?
I leave my conditioner in. When his hair gets dry, I use conditioner and castor oil and peppermint oil because peppermint oil makes my hair tingly, which increases growth.
And you've always taken some sort of...
I don't usually... I'm lazy with taking medication, so...
Like hair thinning and biotin?
I took it straight for 1 month, and then I just kind of stopped.
Okay. But did you see growth?
Yeah.
You saw a lot of growth?
Your hair really quickly, but I think it grows your hair because, one, it's got biotin. Biotin grows your hair really quickly. Really, really quickly, and that's kind of like £5 per bottle.
Yeah, it's cheap. I'm getting that.
MSM, the side effect of MSM is that sometimes it can make your skin look a bit yellow.
Okay.
not yellow, but it kind of, you notice your face looks different colour.
Yeah, take note, ladies.
Yeah. So, you know, people say it evens your skin tone. I noticed that it made my skin tone a little bit yellow. So if I took it one day, the next day I'd be like, okay, this doesn't look right, so I'd just have to reduce. I think it's because it's a high level of MSM.
Yeah, so
I've taken it before and it hasn't done that.
Okay.
I think it's because it's
Okay, so in terms of the weaves, you're saying obviously now you're moving towards a more Afro kinky look.
yeah.
Why is that?
Because when I had my hair in weaves before, I wore yaki hair because it looked more like the texture of